Wow. That is a fish of a lifetime. Go, boy. Wow, that thing is a monster. They fight hard, don't they?
Look at that magnificent fish.
Look at the size of that fish.
There he is again.
The color is incredible. Oh, there we go.
The Real Fishing Show with Bob Azumi.
Big old Great Lakes smallmouth. That is a big rainbow trout, Chris. Nice double-headed.
Whoa, nice jump.
Yeah. All right. That is a monster smallmouth. Man, that is so cool. Another one. There we go. The biggest pike I've ever caught. Look at that chunk. So that's what we're talking about.
Real Fishing is sponsored by Mercury, Go Boldly, Berkeley, Catch More Fish, and Abu Garcia for life.
On the Real Fishing Show, we make catching fish like this a possibility. Okay, here's how our day is going. We've been out for a while today. I'm with John Yancoulis. Him and I have been tournament fishing competitors against each other for, gosh, how long, John?
It's got to be long, 20 years.
And first time we ever fished together, we're on the Niagara River. It's December. We had a really beautiful day, and I just got pooped on by a seagull about like 30 seconds ago. And then you hooked up with our first fish. Now, you missed a couple earlier today, right?
Yeah, sure did.
And you want to swing the boat for you? I can turn the boat if you like.
Yeah,
here.
I'll bring him around here.
Here, I'll just swing the boat. Feel decent?
He's not, I don't think he's that big.
But he's a fish.
But it's a fish. Oh, it's a nice fish, nice fish.
Yeah, rainbow?
Yep, it's a rainbow.
Oh, okay, I'll get that. So yeah, I just I got bombed on by a seagull there. Luckily my mouth wasn't
Well, we
open.
did say it was good luck. We got a bite right after him, Bob.
It kind of hit my chest. The belly is a very large target. It hit. Oh yeah, nice rainbow.
Oh, we just got off too.
Oh, perfect. Grab that fish. That's a nice one.
Male.
That's funny. It's just that feeling you've got when you see things plopping around the boat and then one sort of plops on you.
Yes, exactly. There we go.
Okay, that looks like a little piece of yarn there it hit, didn't it?
Yeah. Come here, boy.
Now, you've been fishing the Niagara River for a long time, right?
Many, many years.
Yeah.
I haven't been out for a while, but it hasn't changed a whole bunch.
Yeah, you used to fish it 20, 25 years ago a lot,
Oh,
right?
tons. Would live down here all winter long.
Right on. All right. Nice, yeah, nice male rainbow. All right.
You can't beat that. Right
Very
there.
cool.
You can get them like that. Lots of them in here.
Okay. Good stuff.
Okay, we're gonna let them go.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, they're a lot of fun in this current, aren't they?
Oh yeah. I always say rainbow fishing is like catching big smallmouth. Like big smallmouth.
All right, well, let's do another drift.
Yeah, let's do another one.
Well, thank you for breaking the ice. You know,
About time.
we had a nice sandwich earlier. It's been a very relaxing day. We started at the mouth of the Niagara River on the bar, and we've worked our way all the way up. Well, not quite to the falls yet.
We're as far as we're gonna go, up Queenston.
Oh, there he is. Nice. All right. Just came up. I see guide Frank Marcantonio is right beside us with clients today, and they're hooked up. We're hooked up. You gotta love this Niagara River.
Oh, he's behind the boat, underneath the boat now. Oh, let me get him over here.
Oh, got him coming this way now.
You got him over there?
Yeah, he's all over the map.
Johnny running around.
There. You know what? You're really in shape. Holy, you're like an Olympian. You were. I couldn't believe you moving around.
Oh, you got off. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, you know, the way you were moving around there, that was awesome.
It is amazing when you're excited. You can do that.
Look at that. All right. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Oh, you just laughed the boat. You are the best. Well, that's a, unlike the one you caught, there, female.
Yeah.
Female right there. Not bad at all.
No, at all.
And you know what? That thing hit just on short line, keeping it vertical right under the boat.
That's it. That's perfect.
And we'll just get this
Nice when
baby
you switch
back
the yarn,
here.
eh?
See you later, buddy. All right. Back
Okay,
to the deep.
You're ready to roll.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
And what's happening? Oh, they're fighting a fish behind us. Actually, they're just releasing it. They just netted it, and life is good. Lots of fish going on, and what we're doing is just drifting here in the Niagara, just bouncing along the bottom.
Coming up.
How's he feel there,
Feels
boss?
like a bit bigger than the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 25 years, Rick Matusiak has done the fisheye view for the Real Fishing TV series. The guy's incredible. He has spent so much time in the outdoors to get those ultimate underwater strike shots from all different types of species of fish. You know, when you spend that much time outside, you see so much. Let's have a look at some of the things that he's got to experience.
Yeah.
I just broke mine off. Good stuff. All righty. Let me just steer us over here a bit if you want. How does he feel there, boss?
Feels like a bit bigger than the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know for a fact. It's hard to tell with these things.
Well, it's pulling. That's a good sign.
He's underneath the boat somewhere.
They are fun, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
They fight a little harder in the smallmouth than
Oh,
cold
yeah.
water, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do.
Although smallmouth fight hard, but when the water gets cold like it is now, this is December fishing, so you know the whole key is drifting in these rivers is just keeping as little line out. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at the color of that. That's a beauty.
It's been on the river for a while. It
Yeah.
get dark like that.
Yeah, nice one. Looks like a big male, eh?
Oh yeah.
See,
nice
this one here's got a nice color to it. It's been in here, as you say, for a while. You can tell. Oh, nice.
There we go. That's a nice fish.
Oh yeah, that's a heavy one. That's a heavy one. Oh yeah, this is worthy of a photo. This is definitely worthy of a photo. I'm gonna grab my phone too. My photo. Beauty.
Lassoed him.
Did you? You had him hog tied?
Got him hog tied.
Hog
With the
tied.
hook and everything on there.
Good stuff. Well, you know, you are a professional, right? Huh?
I try.
Yeah, that one there, you had him, looks like you
He's
had
all
him
the way
hooked
around.
well.
There
Oh,
we go.
good stuff. Very nice. Alrighty. Good stuff. Good stuff. Look at that
Yeah,
jaw
look at
too, you know? I like how it's got that hook jaw.
That's what they get when they start getting in the river and they're getting ready to go in spring. Get that nice hook jaw on them.
Very nice. Okay. Sweet. Good job. Whoa.
No fooling around there.
They go right back?
Oh yeah, he took right out of my hands right away.
All right, well, I had to break off because when you got that fish, I snagged up.
Okay, well then you just take my rod and I'll rig up another one up.
No, that's all right.
Absolutely,
No.
come on.
No, well, hey, we got a bit of drift time here. Let's just get rigged up
There
real
you
quick.
go. Put a roll bag on there and you're good to go. I'll tie another one up.
I don't care what everybody says about you. You're all wrong. You're not that bad a guy.
There you go, break an egg when you put it on, fish stinks.
Right.
Coming up,
That look at the size of this fish. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Look at that baby. Sometimes it's all about jumping on an opportunity and going for it. A couple of years ago, it was a few days before Christmas. It was a busy time, but I decided to give it a try. It was cold, but not a lot of wind, so I thought I'd hit the Niagara Bar at the mouth of the Niagara River on Lake Ontario. The lake trout pile up on this high percentage rise off the bottom. I will say that one guarantee about fishing is you never know what's going to happen. We got out there late afternoon with about an hour and a half of daylight left, and this was my first bite. Oh man, these things just hammer it. And even though, you know, the water's in the 40s, it's amazing how hard they hit. And just as I was coming up on the break, I'm just sort of bouncing that swim bait, and you can feel it bounce, 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 and then all of a sudden, boom, they hit it. And what I'm doing today is I'm using braided line, and I just think in this deeper water, the braided line gives you a little bit better hooks. Look at the size of this fish. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Look at that baby. That's a nice one. Oh yeah. Whoa, baby. That is a big old Lake Ontario laker right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is a good one. Now, one thing is that as you're coming up the break, it's important to keep a tight line so that swim bait and jig, you're feeling everything down there. And I'm using 30-pound test. Trilene professional grade braid. I've got a fluorocarbon leader on, although in this milky water, I'm not so sure you really need the fluorocarbon leader as much, but when it gets clear, you do. And fairly heavy jig head here. Got a 1/2 ounce jig head. Okay, get this big old dinosaur in over here. This thing is huge. Oh Oh, man. That is a big laker right there. Oh, I don't want to break the net. Oh, whoa. Wow. Look at this thing. That is a monster right there. Oh, look at this thing. Wow. Whew. There's a hook right here. There's a fly in the fin. I'm just gonna grab my CUDA pliers here, and I'll get my jig out, which is right here. Okay, and I'm gonna take this hook. There's a fly right here that is in it. Look at that. Got myself a fly as well in the fin. Well, look at the size of that thing right there. We're talking big dinosaur. Wow. That is a good one right there. Whew. Wow. Okay. Oh, man, that is a big lake trout right there. That thing is well over 20 pounds. Look at that thing. Uh-oh, it's ready to go already. Here we go. See you, buddy. Whew. There we go. There we go. So funny. I was just lowering it down and I didn't even get down to the bottom. And this guy thumped it. And amazing, there must be so many fish stacked up there like cordwood down there that it actually is falling, the jig is falling down and you get a fish just pound it like this. Now, I'm gonna put a little more meat on this fish just to see. You never know how big they are till you get them kind of up near the surface. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's like a medium-sized Niagara bar laker right there. Come on over here, baby. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's just your sort of medium size, like about a 10-pounder or so. And there's so many fish like this there. He looks like he's been caught before. You can see his jaw's got just a funny little hook in it here. But nice size laker. Oh, buddy. All right. Recently, I had a chance to spend some time with John Ward from CUDA. Whether you spend a lot of time in the outdoors or even in the kitchen, it's so nice to have a good sharp knife. Finally, after all of these years, I learned how to properly sharpen a knife. And let's talk about sharpeners. You know, I've never known which one to pick as an outdoors guy. So what are the differences? I see colors here.
Yeah, so you're not alone. It's quite confusing actually when you first try and learn about sharpeners. So what we try and do to make it easy for the consumer is we color code everything. So we would start off with double extra coarse, coarse is blue, red is fine, green is extra fine, and then we have double extra fine as well. And that stretches across our range of product, whether it's a bench stone or a diamond steel or a diafold.
Okay, so I know that that's a lot of different sharpeners to buy, but let's say for an outdoors guy like me who, you know, uses my knives out there in the field, you know, cleaning fish, whatever, what should I buy? Do I need all of them?
Yeah, so as an angler or a hunter, you're probably going to get by just fine with a coarse and a fine stone. And in some cases, you would use the coarse first and then follow up with the fine. And in other cases, you may just need to go directly to the fine if you're sharpening your knife quite often.
So let's go to the other extreme, say a double extra fine. Who would use that?
So someone like a sushi chef who's got to have a razor sharp knife at all times. So they would go to that double extra fine on a very regular basis.
And I love my sushi. Speaking of which, hey, thanks for joining me, John, and let's get back to some more real fishing.
Coming up.
One thing about the Niagara River, there's so many different fish in here.
Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Mercury. Go boldly. If you're just starting out in fishing or have young ones you'd like to introduce to the sport, we have a few thoughts on the matter. The most important thing on that very first fishing trip is success. That means being in a place with guaranteed action. Panfish are ideal for the purpose. It's all about consistent activity and not the size of the catch. Keep it simple with a few small bobbers and bait. If you're not certain about a panfish place, why not consider a stocked pond? Simply go online and search pay-to-fish ponds. Most offer trout, though some have bass and panfish. While not for everyone, you're guaranteed to please any beginner while bringing home fresh fish at a price on par with the grocery store's older selection. Or try stocking your own pond. Check with relatives and friends, or search Google Earth to find, then approach landowners to lease a farm pond. Countless grandfathers have done this with future generations in mind. Pick one loaded with natural food, and those fish could reach epic proportions. Choose trout or bass with respect to the type of pond. Then stock yearlings to keep it as natural as possible. With little effort, you can easily establish a learning center for anyone wishing to become an angler.
Hammered. That's just too cool. That is too cool. You know, one thing about the Niagara River, there's so many different fish in here. You got lake trout. In fact, a couple of years ago, John, I had some really phenomenal lake trout fishing out of the Niagara Bar. I think it took us like maybe a half hour to get the show, well, 40 minutes to get the show done. And including one real big one that was well over 20 pounds. And then, of course, you got world-class muskie, both in the upper and the lower, right? Big walleyes. I mean, how good is it? Smallmouth?
It's got everything.
Yeah, browns?
It's just amazing how this river just keeps producing.
Oh, you know, we were...
And anybody
it just came off. It came off. Well, I better get down there again. I better get down there.
Let's get back over.
The sun's going down. We're losing light.
Oh, bummer.
That was a nice one. Did you see it?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was a big silver one.
Yeah.
Real Fishing was sponsored by Mercury, Go Boldly, Berkeley, Catch More Fish, and Abu Garcia for life.
Well, that thing's got some weight to it. The size of that puppy right there. That is just wild.
Man.
Beautiful, beautiful. Look at the size of that thing.